Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Conspiracy, Case 42, Lashing Out. Let's unlock Original Sin number 6, and something is wrong with Polly's confession. Well, yeah, she did kill, but we think she had an accomplice, and that's got to be Lucius. But yeah, Professor Charles is killed behind bars, but we are left with more unanswered questions that I'm comfortable with. I agree. First, there was Polly's strange behavior during her arrest and trial. She's clearly more deceitful than we thought, but God tells me she's lying to us about something important. But what? Well, maybe the reason why she killed the professor, so what did Rosetta tell her? That's what I want you to find out. You need to be quick though. Lucius is still in custody, but I don't have the power to keep him in there for much longer. Understood. Katrina, we'd better go back to Adastra's hideout to make sure no stone is left unturned. Another loose end is Rosetta's motive for having Professor Charles killed. He used to be your mentor, but he distanced himself from Adastra years ago. So why would Rosetta want him dead after all this time? We're going to find out, Chief. Katrina, I'll be waiting for you at the professor's office once you're done searching Adastra's hideout with Jones. Okay. Yeah, why did Rosetta want Professor Charles dead? He was her mentor. Let's first search the professor's office and find. Well, somehow I feel like that Professor discovered something about Adastra and decided Rosetta wanted to silence him. Well, we know the professor was somehow digging into students' profiles so he could determine who's going to be next to be killed. So it must be something about it, maybe. We need to find out why Rosetta had Professor Charles killed. But where do we start when we don't even know what we're looking for? You think those two pieces of fabric might be a clue? Then let's put them back together. Okay. Okay, now let's search the Adastra cave. Glowing flower, what? Oh, we don't need it, it's just there. Thought it was another flower affected by that radiation near the dome. Stretcher. Oh, that must be where they carried the professor, so... A stretcher must be carried by two people, so it's got to be Polly and... somebody else, and I think that's Lucius. Continue. I think the pastry stretcher could have been used during the professor's murder. We already know that the professor was unconscious, so he must have been transported here somehow. But this suggests that Polly had helped moving him. Let's collect a sample of that sauce and hope it gives us some answers. Yeah. Alright, first let's restore the stored fabric. What's this? Okay, that's a picture of the forest, and is this some sort of constellation or is it a meteorite itself? Dark, yeah, this is just a mouse pad. This isn't going to tell us why Professor Charles... Oh wait, you're right. We know that Adastra means to the stars in Latin. And that mousepad shows a starry night sky. But then those scribbled letters could be something important too. Let's get the mousepad to Kathy and see if she can make sense of it. Oh, that's a mousepad. I didn't notice that. And I forgot that Astra means to the stars. Okay, now let's collect some sample from the stretcher. Let's get the sound secret from the stretcher to Amir Ktria. He should be able to tell us if anyone else was involved in the murder. Okay. I think it's Lucius. Let's first check out this mouse pad. What do these numbers and letters mean? Kathy, did you manage to figure out what those numbers and letters scribbled on the professor's mouse pad meant? Well, I suspected it was a password, and with a bit of digging I figured out what it's for. It was the professor's password to his personal account on the Greensboro University intranet. He mostly used this space to organize his research notes, but sometimes he also scribbled down personal thoughts, and some of them will interest you. Ooh, do tell us. Just last week the professor wrote, the original and Astra still have some goodwill towards me, and I for them, but Major Katrina keeps coming back with questions. And they must be getting nervous that I know their days. If they decide to have me killed for it, it may be my just punishment. So, this is about the original Ad Astra members, from Rosetta's old study group. Rosetta had her old mentor killed because he knew the identities of her old friends. That could be it, yes. Katrina, remember when you first asked Dee to see the student records for Rosetta's years? And she said an IT bug had wiped them all out? Oh, they must have wiped all the data about the Astra members. Oh, yes, we always suspected Rosetta had a hand in that. And when we zeroed in on Professor Charles, she gave the order to get rid of him too. It seems Rosetta is willing to go to great lengths to protect the identities of her old associates. But who are they? And does this mean they're still working with her? They could be anyone, anywhere. All we can say for sure is that they attended the university at the same time as Rosetta. It's probably safe to assume they are as ruthless and cunning as Rosetta herself. But how are we going to find them now that our only potential witness is dead? Katrina, there's one more thing. The professor also said in his notes that he planned to leave a message for you to find. Whoa. Professor Charles left us a note? But there was nothing in his office, so... Well, you're right, Katrina. What if it ended up at the crime scene? Finding that note is our only chance of finding out who Rosetta's associates are. Let's go. Yeah, we need to know who was working with Rosetta and who attended university back then when Rosetta did. Okay, now this substance. Was it Lucius? So, Amir, did that substance from the stretcher clarify if anyone helped Polly commit the murder? First of all, the substance was sweet, containing both Polly's and the professor's DNA, which proves the stretcher was used in the murder. But there was also DNA from a third person in the substance, and it belonged to Acip Patel. Oh, it wasn't Lucius. What? Acip's DNA was on that stretcher? Katrina, I spent all this time thinking that Lucius helped Polly carry out the murder, but now it seems like it was Acip. We need to question him at once. Oh, and I also thought it was Lucius since he confessed. Seems like he's innocent. Let's go first talk to Acip. Mr. Battle, found your DNA on the stretcher you and Polly used to carry Professor Charles to the forest. Admit it, were you an accomplice in the murder? Miss Katrina, oh god, what do I say now? Where's Polly when... Gosh darn it, this wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to get away with it. I'm too brilliant to go to prison, Major Katrina. My talents would be wasted in there. Well, if you want a deal, you need to start telling us the truth. So, did you help Polly kill the professor? We all helped. All 5 of us. We all did it together. 5. So, what? You, Polly, Lucius, Courtney, and Dorothy? So you all planned it together and chose Polly to do the deed? No, I mean we all did it together. We took turns whipping him in the forest until he died. There was so much blood, So they all did. I don't know what to say. All 5 of our suspects carried out the murder together? This has never happened before. It's true. I can prove it. The whole plan is on the tablet which we kept in the cave. If you hurry, it might still be there. We're taking you to custody while we investigate this, Mr. Battle. Katria, we'd better head back to that cave quickly. Let's grab a snack to keep our energy up. Okay, so it was all 5 of our suspects committed murder. But Polly was the one who carried the final blow. Let's first search the forest. Let's see. Let's find that note Professor wrote. Okay, fire. The boss has tried to burn the note. Well, let's hope it's still there. Ktria, the campfire is still burning. If Professor Charles had a note on him, Ad Astra might have tried to burn it. You're right. We need to put the fire out to search for the remains quick. Okay. Okay, now let's check out the cave again, and probably for one last time. Okay, we found the tablet. Katria, the spot on the tablet Asif told us about. It's found to contain proof that all 5 Ad Astras committed the murder together. We need to unlock it to corroborate his history. Okay. Oh, the story, wow. I was just doing it fast again. Alright, let's look through this campfire. Well, let's put it down first before searching. Hot. Oh, there it is. You were right, Katia. There was a note among those emperors. Half of it is burned away, but she managed to salvage some of it, so let's take a look. It says, to the police, here is what you must know about the original 5 Ad Astra members. They hide behind code names derived from constellations, but I know their real identities. Rosetta, or Andromeda as they call her, is now in jail for her atrocities. Fornax is in Springfield's... Darn it, Katria, that's all there is. The rest of the note has burned away. Well, we got one name, so... But this is exactly what we needed. The names of Rosetta's accomplices. You're right, we still got some valuable information out of this. We know there were 5 original Ad Astras. And they all go by constellation code names. Rosetta is Andromeda, and one of her accomplices goes by Fornax. And while we don't have any leads on the other 3 Ad Astras, we now know that this Fornax is in Springfields, Greensboro's agricultural district. Katria, we better update the chief with this information at once. Yeah. Well, I didn't get all of the names, but We still got one of them, so we're gonna go after him. Alright, let's unlock this tablet. Okay, it's unlocked. Look, there's a folder named Dead Philosopher Society on the Ad Astra Students tablet. It must refer to philosophy professor Kevin Charles. This might be the proof we need that they all committed a murder. Let's get the tablet to Cathy quick. Well, why can't... All you have to do is open the file and see what there is. Wow. Yeah. Another 6 hours. And let's tell Chief about our findings. Katria, I heard you had a major breakthrough. What have you learned? We discovered that Professor Charles was killed because he knew the identities of all 5 of the original Ad Astra members. And if Rosetta hadn't killed for that, we could be certain that those members are still working as her associates today. Unfortunately, we only know that their code names are derived from constellations, and that one of them, Fornax, is in Springfields. Fornax? Why does that sound familiar? Wait, Ktria, you're right! Fornax was also the name of that warehouse where Dreamlight planned to ship the Protozane. Oh! That's it! We searched it and found it empty! Though at the time, we didn't know Fornax was also a person. And that means there's a chance some of that Protozane got out of the dome, and it could be in the hands of Rosetta's accomplice. Rosetta may have silenced Professor Charles, but at least we know where Fornax is. In Greensboro's agricultural district, Springfields. Katria, leave this with me and I'll make the necessary arrangements. In the meantime, take this for your hard work. Erase. Thank you. Let's check out this tablet. Did they all commit murder? Cathy, is there proof of the tablet that Asif was telling the truth? That all 5 of our suspects participated in the murder? Yes, and they didn't just carry out the murder on Rosetta's orders. These kids masterminded every detail themselves. Apparently, they've been planning it for a while, and when Rosetta gave the word, they executed the plan with clockwork precision. The plan relied on each of their strengths. Azev used his computer skills to hack the feed from that device which monitored the professor's movements in his office day and night. It was Courtney who was fit and strong enough to ambush him with the chloroform. We already know Polly took part. What about Dorothy? Dorothy was the leader of the group. She coordinated everybody's movements. As for Lucius... Yeah, why the heck did he make a false confession? It was a distraction designed to allow Lucius to discover what we had learned about the murder so far. The idea was that by committing the murder together, the evidence would be so contradictory that they might all get away with it. Well, clearly they didn't count on your skills, Ktria. I'm curious to this knowing that Ad Astra was responsible for Professor Charles' death, but I never thought we'd uncover a murder pact between 5 weird kids obsessed with Rosetta. Anyway, we already have 3 of them in custody. I say it's time to arrest the remaining 2, Ktria. That's right. Courtney Guerra, Dorothy Kicks, you're under arrest for the murder of Professor Charles. What are you talking about? Polly did it. The judge convicted her. You also took part. Mage Katia found a tablet of which you planned the murder. We know exactly how it went down. What? Ace was supposed to get rid of that tablet. He used it to testify against you instead. You're both under arrest. But Rosetta said this would never happen. But it happened later. Ktria, thanks to you we finally pieced together Ad Astra's role in Professor Charles' murder. The professor tried to warn us about Rosetta's old associates, so she used her young followers to silence him. Polly's already stood trial, and Asef was after a deal in exchange for testifying. But the 3 remaining Ad Astra students are due to be sentenced right now. Let's get to the trial. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's watch them all get how many years? We'll see. Or maybe a life sentence. After the conviction of Paulie O'Brien and a plea deal given to AC Patel, the three of you stand accused of murdering Professor Charles. How do you plead? Guilty, and we don't regret it for a minute. But Rosetta Pierre ordered you to do it. Why did you agree to do the bidding of a convicted criminal? Because she told us we were special. She said we were destined to be leaders of a new world. Great things are going to happen, and Rosetta said she needed talented people like us to be a part of it. Instead, she just used you to do her dirty work, and now your brilliant future is a prison sentence. But I'm prepared to be lenient if you cooperate. What are the plans Rosetta spoke of? She said she'd only tell us after we killed the professor. All we knew was that Professor Charles knew too much about Ad Astra and that he was close to going to the police. So she told us to kill him and burn his papers without reading them. She said she'd tell us everything we needed to know. I see. Well, given your clear lack of remorse, this court hereby sentences you to each to 30 years in prison. This isn't the last you'll hear of Ad Astra. Take this as a reminder to keep looking over your shoulder. Wow. Outside the courtroom. Katria, Rosetta's young followers are now behind bars. But it's worrying that the elites versus sheeple ideology is still attracting bright young minds. More worrying still is that it seems Dreamlife was only one part of Rosetta's schemes. After we shut down Dreamlife, her next move was to protect the identities of her old cronies, which can only mean that they are key to her plans. We know that one of these allies is in Springfield, hiding behind the codename Fornax, and they might have some of Dreamlife's mind-altering serum in their possession. Katria, it's time to head to Springfield to look for Fornax. Yeah. Will it load, please? Oh, yes. Okay, Springfield is our next district. That's a lot of blood on this guy, so multiple stabs, I guess. Springfield, Scour solved 6 new cases. Okay, and I see the Scarecrow. Yeah, a great welcome to the new district. Okay, we got Springfield, Airport, and Newmark left. So what, is this going to be now chasing down the members of the old Ad Astra, Rosetta's allies? Okay, so far we got one of them, but are we going to chase them? Are we going to chase the rest of them through all these districts? And if that guy has Protozane, then he might try to unleash it on Greensboro instead of Rosetta. Alright, we're gonna start here. We're gonna continue playing in case number 43 in Springfield. So, thank you for watching. Don't leave a like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!